Lumi's Little Light by Jay's Flavor House. At a moonlit meadow surrounded by tall, whispering grass, tiny lights flickered like stars falling to the earth. It was the firefly's nightly dance, a dazzling display of light and laughter, all except for one. At the very edge of the meadow, sitting on a dew-covered leaf, was a young firefly named Lumi Glynn. Lumi was kind, gentle, and curious, but he had one big problem. His tail did not glow. The other fireflies giggled. Lumi forced a small smile. Maybe tomorrow, he said softly. But when the laughter faded and the meadow grew still, Lumi whispered, God, why can I not shine like them? Did you forget to give me a light? The crickets chirped gently in the distance. No answer came. Lumi sighed, his wings drooping. He wanted to belong so badly. That night, while the others slept, Lumi stayed awake watching the stars. The moon reflected on the pond, and the cool breeze brushed his wings. He began to hum softly at first. It was a song his grandmother used to sing when he was scared or sad. Then, something magical happened. A tiny flicker sparked at the tip of his tail. Lumi gasped. What was that? He began to sing the lyrics. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. The glow grew brighter and warm and golden. Lumi twirled in the air, laughing. I did it! It's glowing! But as soon as he stopped singing, the light faded away. He tried to imagine himself glowing, but nothing happened. Only when he sang did the light appear. He did not know it, but Lumi's light was not ordinary. It was a light of praise. When he sang to God, the glow of heaven shone through him. The next evening, Lumi joined the others again. He wanted so badly to fit in. He flew beside Brian and said, Watch this! He took a deep breath and tried to glow. Nothing. The others chuckled. Still broken, Lumi? Brian snickered. Maybe he's just lazy, another said. Lumi's heart sank. I wish they knew, he whispered. I wish they understood my light is different. He sat on the pedal watching their lights dance across the field. Maybe I'm not meant to shine at all. One warm evening, the meadow was alive with laughter. The firefly children were learning to fly. Lumi loved watching them flutter and the wobble through the air. Look at me, one of them squealed. I can hover. Suddenly, the air grew heavy. A dark cloud rolled in, covering the moon. The light breeze became a howl. Storm! Shouted Brian. Everyone take cover! Before they could react, a mighty gust of wind roared through the grass. The trees bent, petals flew, and the firefly children were swept into the air, spinning helplessly into the darkness. Help! They cried. Help us! Lumi clung to a flower stem. His eyes were wide open. When the wind finally calmed down, the meadow grew silent. The firefly children were gone. Where did they go? Brian shouted. They were blown past the oak tree into the next meadow, someone cried. But it's pitch black over there, another said. We'll never find them. The grown fireflies tried to shine brighter together, but their light barely reached the edge of the meadow. They're too far, Brian said, his voice trembling. It's too dark. Lumi's heart thumped hard. He could almost hear the cries of the little ones carried by the wind. He bowed his head. God, they need help. Please show me what to do. So he heard a whisper in his head saying, Sing. Lumi looked up. Sing? He hesitated, then took a deep breath and began. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. At first, only a small glow appeared at his tail, but as his voice grew louder, the glow got brighter. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. His light was so bright you could see everything in the meadow. Every blade of grass shimmered, the trees glowed like lanterns. Lumi, cried Brian, you're shining brighter than all of us. Lumi smiled. It's not me, it's God's light. Come on, let's go find them. Lumi led the way of the search. His light sliced through the darkness. The others followed close behind, whispering prayers and singing softly with him. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. The wind blew through the tall grass, but Lumi's song gave hope. The glow from its tail lit their path as they flew over stems and waters. They searched and called into the darkness, little ones, where are you? But no answer came. Finally, they heard a faint voice drifting in the wind. Far away, on the other side of the dark meadow, the lost firefly children huddled beneath a fallen leaf. They were cold and scared. I miss home, whispered a tiny one named Aquamina. Another sniffled. Do you think they'll find us? The smallest of them, Flora, said quietly. Grandma always said when we were scared, we could sing to Jesus. He listened. So with trembling voices, the children began to sing. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Their voices were soft and full of faith, raising like gentle prayers in the night. Back across the meadow, Lumi paused midair. Wait, do you hear that? The others struggled to hear. It's singing, Brian whispered. Follow the sound, cried Lumi. Lumi flew faster, singing as he went, his voice joining theirs, his light glowing stronger with every word. Don't let the enemy blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let the enemy blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let the enemy blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. As he flew over the last hill, the beam from his globe broke through the mist. There, under a leaf, he saw a small, shivering group of children, still singing about Jesus' love. Lumi! They cried when they saw him. You found us! Lumi landed gently beside them. His light surrounded them and warm. Don't worry, he said softly. God led us to you. Now let's go home. The children clapped their wings together and joined his song. Together they sang as they flew, while the other fireflies led the way home. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. The night sky sparkled like never before. Even the stars seemed to hum along. When they reached the meadow, all the fireflies showed. The children were safe. Brian flew over Lumi, tears glimmering in his eyes. I'm so sorry for teasing you, he said. You were the light we needed all along. Lumi smiled. It wasn't me. It was God shining through me. The other fireflies nodded. Their hearts were full of relief. From that night on, things changed in the meadow. No one teased Lumi anymore. Instead, they gathered together every evening to sing together. When Lumi sang, the whole meadow seemed to glow with heaven's light. He would lift his wings toward the stars and begin. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. The light would burst through the meadow, brighter than ever before, because now every firefly knew the truth. Your light shines brighter when you let God's love glow through you. The end.